So, welcome back to the channel. This is a brand spanking new series that I'm going to be doing a hell of a lot of. You're going to be seeing a lot more of these in the coming weeks. I've got at least 40 that I need to record. Various different topics, various different things. I'm not going to give all my secrets away. We don't want anyone copying that, do we? Because there we go. Anyway, listen, we're going to do the top 5 Arsenal Judases. This is only my opinion on this. If you disagree with any of this top 5, then do leave yours in the comment section down below. And yeah, I've had a lot of fun. Excuse me, putting this together. So yeah, it should be good. But number 5 on the list is this guy, Emmanuel Adebayor. Came to Arsenal from Monaco, and he joined us 2006, I think it was. He was actually decent. He was actually really, really good. He scored a lot of goals. I think it was about 30 goals in one season for Arsenal. And it was going really well. Now, a lot of people might say to me, Lee, he's not a Judas, he's not this. There's a story that he put out there in the media, I think it was back in the last year, where he said that Arsene Wenger said to him, you're going to be playing in the reserves unless you leave, which is why he ended up going to Manchester City. But for me, no. Look at that celebration. He literally ran the whole length of the pitch to go and knee slide in front of the Arsenal fans. I'm sorry, that is not acceptable. You came to Arsenal, we gave you a platform, we gave you a career. You wasn't really that well known in the footballing circles when you were playing at Monaco or even Metz before that. And you come to Arsenal, you had a fantastic season, and then you go to Manchester City. I get why you went to Manchester City, my friend, but regardless of how it all panned out for you, you cannot be running 80 yards down the pitch to knee slide, nearly cause a riot, by the way, in front of the Arsenal fans. That is not acceptable. You're a Judas, mate. And not only that, he then ended up going to that lot, and even had the barefaced cheek to actually celebrate when he scored against us. Didn't quite work out that day, though, did it, my friends? Lost 5-2. I think the next game where we done them 5-2, I think he got a straight red card in that one. After that, he ended up going to Palace. He did actually have a loan spell at Real Madrid before that. I think he played about 10 games or something for Real Madrid. He then ended up going Crystal Palace. He then went to Turkey for a bit. This guy is still playing. He is over in Paraguay playing for a club called Olympia. So yeah, number 5, Adebayor, Judas. Let's move on to the next one. I cannot stand this geezer. Just to look at him. He's got one of them faces, isn't he? People say that about me, by the way. But Samir Nasri, very talented footballer. I remember a goal he scored against Fulham. He literally just dribbled through the whole team, rounded the keeper and scored. On his day, he was absolutely unplayable. Superb footballer. Again, another one that pretty much came to the club. Not many people really knew who he was. And he done really good for Arsenal. And he then ended up again going to Manchester City. He joined us from Marseille. And for me, he was one of our best players. And of course, he went down the route of saying, no, I've had enough of that. I want to get myself off to Manchester City, which he duly did. He did very well with Manchester City. But we all remember him biting the Premier League winners' medal on Sky Sports when the day they won the title, Man City. He's just, nah. For me, you're a Judas, pal. How can you give it the big one about Arsenal, just because you went up the road to Man City? After Man City, he had a loan at Sevilla. He actually played for City for about 6 years, I think, or was on their books for 6 years. He again then went off to Turkey. Then he went to West Ham United, and that didn't quite go well for him, did it? Although saying that, when he did play against us, I think he was man of the match that day. He is still playing as well, and he is currently at Anderlecht. But I'm sorry, my friend, you're a Judas, and you're Judas number 4. Let's move on. I'm going to move on to this guy, Cashley Cole, one of the best left backs of an absolute generation. What a player. Idolized him. What a footballer. And then he decides, nope, I'm going to turn into a Judas. So this is Judas number 3. He then decides he's going to get himself down the road to West London and go and kick on and win absolutely everything, all for the sake of £5,000 a week. Now, people can say, yeah, cool, Arsenal should have given him the extra £5,000. Yeah, whatever, brilliant, fantastic. I'm sorry, if you loved the club as much as you claimed you did back then, what's £5,000 a week when you're already a multi-millionaire, Cashley? Not good enough. I'm sorry, not good enough. Absolute Judas. Now, this guy's been absolutely everywhere. He's also been to LA Galaxy. Look how old he looks in that picture. Jesus Christ. He's also been to Roma. And then after that, he ended up at Derby County for a little bit. But for me, that is Judas number 3 on the list. Yeah, 2 more to go. Who's the biggest Judas? Leave it in the comment section before I even get there, baby. We got 2 more to go. Now, you may be surprised that this guy is not number 1. You may not. But number 2 in the all-time Judas list for me is this guy. I absolutely loved him. I loved Alexis Sanchez. People who have been subscribed to this channel for a long time remember my Alexis Sanchez daily transfer update video. Come back, Alexis, and all that one. But no, I'm sorry. You carried us for a few years, granted. You're the best player I've seen at Arsenal in recent times. What an absolute joy to watch this little fella was. Scoring goals, getting assists, winning games on his own. But he did the cardinal sin. Yeah, Man United. Man was sitting there playing the piano. Yeah, that is his best performance in a Man United shirt, even to date. Not good enough. There's 2 clubs you do not go to, my friend, if you're an Arsenal player. One is Man United, one is Tottenham. They are the 2 clubs that we say, nah. You're a Judas, mate. Now he's slumming it over in Italy, and he is he's not doing great at Inter Milan. However, he is still a Man United player. And is he going to come back to United in the summer? I don't know. But he is the 2nd biggest Judas at this football club, in my opinion. That can only leave one guy. That can only leave the biggest Judas I have ever seen. Robin van Persie, always injured, getting paid a fortune week in, week out, to sit on the hospital bed, to sit in the injury room, to sit on the bench because he was always injured. And he repays us with a season where he was just absolutely unbelievable. Cool. We've got a player. We've got that world-class striker that we always wanted at this football club. We've got a guy who can score goals out of nothing. His left foot was as sweet as you'll ever see in football. But you know what? He then scores all them goals and goes, nah, bruv, I'm leaving. I'm going. I don't want to stay at Arsenal anymore. You guys have paid me for years and years and years. I've been injured for most of them. I have one good season and I go, nah. Let me go Old Trafford instead, mate. Let me go up to Manchester and score the goals that will win them a title. Let me go to Manchester and score the goal on the day to win Man United the title against Aston Villa. Let me go and play for Alec Ferguson. Let me play with Wayne Rooney. Let me repay Arsenal fans by going to one of their fiercest rivals. How dare you? You are an absolute disgrace. You're a Judas, mate. Absolute Judas. He's had another spell, by the way. It seems they always end up in Turkey because he ended up going to Turkey, to Fenerbahce. And now, I think he is retired, but he did have a little spell back where he came from at Feyenoord. He's obviously now retired. For me, he is the biggest Judas in Arsenal Football Club history. Absolute disgrace. Judas. Anyway, let me breathe. Let me calm down. Leave your 5 down below. If you disagree with any of them, let me know why. Leave that in the comment section down below. And yeah, give me your 5 Arsenal Judases. Don't forget, subscribe, like, and share the content around. I have got loads more of these to come as well. So keep your eyes peeled because I'm going to be very busy over the next couple of weeks. So we'll have a wonderful evening. And I will be back tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. with the Premier League news. If you are a member of the channel, you'll be getting that before I go to bed tonight. So keep your eyes peeled for that. Laters, peeps.